Hey, wobbly camera. It is day 3, can't quite believe it, of the 14-day fitness challenge, and it's also the 1st of November. That's a bit scary, isn't it? Where has this year gone? Anyhow, all we need to think about is today's workout is all about our bottoms. So grab your mat, grab a band if you have a band, or a pair of tights. I know some people have tried the tights and found it does do something. So we're going to really concentrate on working our glutes, getting them fired up in the whole area. So there's lots of different muscle groups all around here. So we're going to fire up all this area, the hips, the tummy will get worked as well. Yeah, it's a really great workout. So let me get my brain in gear, which is always a struggle. I'm sure I'm not alone on that. And again, sorry, but the camera won't do sideways. I don't know if Facebook has changed their thing. I will ask someone else that's got Facebook groups whether it's happening for them as well, because it's a bit strange, isn't it, that all of a sudden it won't let me rotate it to the other way around. Right, just waiting for someone to come on the live, hopefully, and then I will. There's the first one. Hi, Sue. Hello. Let's get my water. Keep that light on. I don't think it really makes much difference, to be fair. Good morning. Hi, Katie. Hi, Sue. Lovely to see you on the live. And again, I'll just keep saying it over and over. It was Facebook. I think Facebook has made some changes where it wants me just to film this way round. Let me know if this is a problem. I mean, obviously, if I can't change it, I can't change it. But yeah, strange, really strange. It's typical, isn't it? Whenever it's like challenge week, something changes on Facebook, or kind of catches me out. I feel like I'm a pro, and then this happens. Anyway, it's all good. You can still see me, I'm sure. So let's get you loosened up. You definitely need a mat for this, okay? You need to support those joints. Push forward. Keep that tummy pulled in. Let's get that breath work. So deeper breathing in. Clickety click. And then we're going to circle back. Bending those knees. Just getting that really nice energy going through our body, releasing any tension. So we feel in a good kind of, I don't know, what am I trying to say? Sort of a nice focused for the workout kind of feeling. Instead of fretting about lots of other things. Just give yourself the time for this workout just to concentrate on yourself. Okay? Really important, isn't it? Right then, let's do some standing first. It's always quite good fun. And then we will go down to the floor and do some floor work as well. Alrighty? So if you tick this one off today, you are over the hump. So you've completed 3 out of 5 this week, which is amazing. So let's be having you. Don't forget to let me know that you've done them. And let me know how you get on. The feedback's brilliant. Well done, ladies. Okay, we're going to do some side steppers. So you've got the band above your knee, okay, not on your knees. Roll the shoulders back and down. You have got your tummy pulled in, pelvic floor firing up, and you're side stepping. So I try and help you think about what muscles you're going to be working. We are working our hips. It's really good to do things to the side as well. So not just like forwards, backs, down, up. We want to move to the side as well, so that we just don't miss out any of those important muscle groups. And if you want to make this a bit harder, it does sort of grow as the 50 seconds go on. If you want to go in harder, feel free. Bend those knees more. Okay, but we're not then leaning over. That isn't deeper squat. You've got to keep that lovely flat back, rest, and squat down into the heels. Okay, if you think about the weight starting in the heels of the foot, coming up the back of the leg, into the hammies and into your bottom. We're going to repeat that, so think about that now. Is the weight in my heels? Squatting, toes are nice and free. Shoulders back and down, resetting that posture all the time so we don't get slouchy. And apologies, I need to say, oh, you just said ladies, I keep mentioning this, but these tops are quite revealing on the nipple front. I just hate bras, I really just don't do them. And obviously, I'm lucky enough, I've got small boobs, so I don't need to worry about bras, but yes. Sorry if they are offending you. They're quite blatant. Good, free it up, wiggle off. Nothing wrong with the nipple, is there? Okay, we're going to go once more. So squat down and side step it out. You should be really feeling this now, and if you're not, you want to squat down a bit more. If you don't have a band, don't feel like you can't do this because you have to have a band. Just do it anyway, okay? You're putting body weight into those areas, so it will be working really nicely. Oh, that's hurting. Ooh. Keep it coming. Oh, that's horrible. Got to shake out a minute. Sorry ladies, it's a bit cruel, isn't it? Some of these bands. So if you are going to invest in any bands, these thick ones are amazing. They stay put, they don't dig into your legs. They are, you can get a pack of 3 with different strengths on Amazon, about £10, so they're really, really good. And you can take them anywhere, so no excuses. Right, we're going to do a side lunge now. Okay, so out to the side and back in. Shoulders back and down. Just go to the right, back in. If you want, let's have a little bit of a upper body movement as well. Just punch it out. It's not really a punch, but you know what I'm saying. It's kind of a controlled reaching forward. It's quite a nice motion where the upper body and lower body are working together. You can have your right toe slightly turned out when you're lunging into that. Tummy's working. Keeping that form really nice. Let's go one more. So these sort of moves probably getting your heart rate up a little bit, which is good. Okay, reset. Always resetting our posture. We're going to go over to the other side now. So you can just start with the leg initially. Whoop, I nearly flung myself over the other way. That's the only thing with these bands, because they're quite strong. The momentum of your body weight sometimes does go with it, so you've got to be in control. Reach. Nice deep lunge. See if you can go a bit deeper against that band. Toes slightly turned out. So all these are great for our inner thigh, outer thighs, glutes, hips, making the side bits really firing up. So there's no weaknesses then, which is great. Whoop, she's trying to reach it again. Take control. Feel this bit working. Lovely stuff. Well done. Free it off. A little wiggle against your band feels really nice. Let's do one more each side. Roll the shoulders back and down. Yep. Think about that. Adding the arms. Oh, it's just like too many things to think about. I could definitely never do a choreographed workout. I used to teach, or for a short time, I trained to do spin sessions, and it's not choreographed as such, but it was to music, and you kind of had to get the speed and everything to work with the tunes. a lot of work beforehand to make it all seamless. I'm not quite sure I ever quite achieved it. Also, not really a fan of spinning, to be fair. So, but you know, it's fun to give these things a go. Can you do a deeper lunge? So forget about the arms if you're not going deeper. Bring it back. Have a rest. Again, resetting everything. Wiggle off any tension. Okay, over to the other side. So right foot, sorry, left. Oh dear. Oh, there's a beautiful rainbow out there. Happy 1st of November, everyone. That is mad, isn't it? I can't believe it. Can you go a bit deeper? Test that range. Ten seconds. Got really gritty eyes these last few days. I don't know what's going on. Good. Okay, wiggle it off. Nice. Okay, we'll do a couple more standings. I'm quite enjoying this. So, right knee comes up. And what you're doing is extending out into the heel and squeezing that bottom. So really good glute activation there. And this time we're coming behind us. So firing up a different area of that bottom. Give it a tap, ladies. Feel it activating. Start to really get that brain and muscle connection. Soft standing front knee. If you need to put it down in between, that's fine. Woo, but we want to try and include our balance and stability into it as well. That's going for your core muscles, keeping you from toppling over. Okay, it's really, really important for us to work on our balance and stability as we age, so we don't get those unnecessary falls and breakages with the bones, etc. Wiggle it off. I know it's depressing to talk about it, but you know, you're in the right place to stop those things happening. Okay, bring it up, other side. Extension out, glute. Yes, feel that power in that bottom. Again, if you haven't worked the bum for a while, it will take a while to wake up, but very quickly you'll start to feel it activating. Tummy tight. Shoulders are back and down, neck is in line with the spine. Extension right down through that heel for that bottom to activate. You could be pulling that pelvic floor in and up at the same time. Soft front knee, standing knee. Good, well done, really good. Just put it up. Let's do a side. I am going to go down in a minute, but we'll do one more standing. I don't know why. Soft knees, open and back. So just tap that toe, open. So it's a hinge movement in that pelvis and hip. Again, strengthening up those hips, keeping those all really nice and strong. How's your posture? Are you thinking about that? Hands go where you want, really. Just trying to use that balance as much as possible. And maybe you can't go that much with that band on there as well. Don't worry. Just again, it's just all about getting started, testing your range, surprising yourself with what you're capable of. Wiggle it off. Oh, it's a beautiful day out there. Okay, soft knees, open. The one thing I do love about this time of year is that because it gets so dark so early, I don't feel guilty going to bed so early. It just feels like, yeah, it's time. Anybody else an early sleeper? Poor Steve went to bed so early because his back's still not right. But he woke up in the middle of the night, tossing and turning, and ended up getting up thinking it was the morning. And I was like, oh my God, it's definitely still the middle of the night, Steve. I can tell. It's definitely not morning time. Anyway, I heard him go downstairs and look at the clock in the kitchen, and then he stayed down there on the sofa. So for a good few hours, I don't know, I went to sleep. But God knows what time it was. Poor thing. Wiggle it off. Ooh. Right then, let's do this. So down to the floor. I need to change my camera up, perhaps a little bit. Okay, so we start on our back. We're going to do some bridge work, which is really, really good for our bottoms. Heels underneath our knees and open. Tilting the pelvis and really squeeze the bottom here. So you've got a lovely slope going up. You're pulling in your tummy, strengthening or lengthening out your hip flexors, which come from your waist to your knees. Get quite tight from sitting down all the time. Lower it back down, squeeze it up. Do that tilt. So I want you to get really used to tilting that pelvis. Dawn will be doing Pilates with you on Friday for your abs. And Pilates is all about working the abs. It's kind of like the main framework. I think I'm right in saying this, Dawn. Do correct me if not. And that's all about the pelvic tilt to activate your tummy. And you can do this all the time throughout the day, just being aware of how your posture is. Have I got my pelvis tilted under? Squeeze that bottom. Lower it down. Squeeze it up. Now, if you want to, you've got the resistance with the band and the knee should be pushing open against that. If you wanted to, you could add another weight, but I think for this challenge, we don't need to worry too much. But you could hold something here, kind of on the pelvic area, like a kettlebell, etc. So it would just add that extra resistance into the move. We do sometimes do that. Okay, and I think because we do quite a lot of repetition and feel like it's working really well anyway, and you're really focusing on what you're activating. Okay, feet a little bit narrow together, but not completely together. Okay, this time you're going to come up into your bridge. Squeeze that bottom, tilt, and then open the knees out, staying up there, and then lower back down. So as you come up, squeeze, open, staying up high, and then down, okay? Good. Making sure the heels are still underneath the knees. If they come out too far, you're working your calf that bit more. I could feel that in my back as well. It doesn't feel so nice. So let's keep you all safe. Squeeze that bum, open. Down. Good, and relax. Lovely one to do in between is just to bring those knees in and have a little rock, just to release any tightness that you might have created. Groin, lower back. Again, have a check-in. Where's tight? Where feels like it needs a bit of a stretch out? Okay, we're going to go back into a bridge again, squeezing up and down, and then we'll move into something else. I need to check my timer. Lower down, squeeze, activate, tilting. This will feel like a real achievement, ticking this third one off this week, ladies, if you're new to the group. So you're doing fab. You're all showing up and doing the workouts. It's brilliant. Hopefully realising that actually 20 minutes can be enough. You might be surprised that it doesn't all have to be crazy, crazy long, puffy panty moves. All right. Oh, we've got 4 more moves. So let's go on to our sides. Elbow comes underneath the shoulder, always stacking the joints, keeping them nice and safe. Knees and ankles are stacked as well, and then you're just going to open it out. Okay, so again, more side work, working this area around here. Lengthen that body then once you start moving into it. This hand can kind of just rest in front. If you haven't got the band, you could stay open and pulse. That would create a little bit more resistance into that area. But if you've got the band, let's flow up and down. If you've got a hard band, it's not easy, is it, these little movements? You think they would be. Good. Swizzle it around, nice and safely, always keeping the neck nice and safe, and jerky movements. Elbow underneath the shoulder. Yeah, good. Okay. Again, lengthen that body to not kind of crumple up. You can have that tummy pulled in a little bit as well. Oh, I just got like a little bit of a like serotonin release. Do you know what? These workouts are brilliant for serotonin release. Apparently Brazil nuts are as well. Have a bit of both. In fact, that's just reminded me, I bought some the other day. I'm going to have one later. You only need 2 apparently. Very good for you. Yeah, I think I'm right in saying that. Good, well done. Okay, coming on to all fours. This one is so good for your bottom. So hands under shoulders, shoulder width apart. Okay, how is that upper body feeling, by the way? I forgot to mention that. I'm just going to go this way because I'm starting on my right foot. Heel facing up to the ceiling. Check that that's where it's heading and squeeze it up. Okay, so knee tap on the mat and squeeze. Pelvic floor pulled in and up, tummy activating, and then you should really feel that kicking into your hamstrings and your bottom. Basically the back of your leg and your bottom. The knee taking all the weight, or the leg taking all the weight, should I say, might be feeling a little bit tight after everything that we've been doing in this position. That's perfectly normal. We will stretch it all off, okay? Release all that tightness. Good, okay. I'm just going to turn so that you can see what's happening on the other side. So a lovely tabletop position here, okay? Heel, again, check that it's going up there. We don't want it coming out here, we want it to go up to the ceiling. That really pushes it into those glutes. Excuse me. And going against that band, creating that resistance. I'm really looking forward to my protein berry smoothie this morning. I actually bought some like sour frozen cherries to go in it as well, just to pimp it up. And then I've been adding some chunk of root ginger, teaspoon of turmeric powder. Anything else? Sometimes some fresh parsley as well, along with my protein powder. Just some water and the berries and whizzed up. Oh wow, that is feeling really wholesome, I have to say. Okay, last one. What should we do for the last one? Good question. Okay, we'll do half and half on those sides. So back to the right, heel up. In fact, we can do a little pulse. So you're in that tabletop, you're not arching out your back. Okay, keeping it really safe. Just pulse it out and then halfway through I'll swap to the other side. And then you're into the reward section of the stretch. Woohoo! Totally nailing it, ladies. Well done. Let's swap sides. Heel up, activate and pulse. You're in that upper area of the move. Really feeling that in your bottom now. That under bit, you know the bit under your bum? This bit under there? That's getting a really good activation here. And voila, we are complete. Well done. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. So it doesn't beep and beep and beep. Take those bands off. Give yourself another huge clap. Well done. High five. Virtual high five there. I know, I am ridiculously stupid. Someone's got to be, haven't they? Right, what should we do to stretch off? Oh, this is good. So these side bits have got all a little bit tight, IT band. What we're going to do is have your knees fairly close together, and then you're just going to tip over to one side. Hopefully you can do this. And that is, wow, it packs a real good punch. Really good stretch down the side of that leg. Beautiful. Back to neutral. Over to the other side. You might get a little bit of clicks in the hips. Any tightness there that you've created in the night? Oh, I love that. Okay, hip flexors. So we've been stretching off the hip flexors with the bridge, but this one, I would say, is one of the best for anything tight in this area here. Okay, if you're someone that suffers with that area, tilt that pelvis, lengthen the body, and just push forward until you feel that deep, deep stretch going down there. And another thing that I encourage doing, if you, again, have certain areas which you feel are quite tight, getting that thumb and just really kneading into that area. And if you find a bit that really is, woo, hurting, hold that pressure until it starts to decrease, okay? Do that a few times. You can get really kind of in tune with your body and help to prevent any injuries and things as well. Just releasing tension continually, really. We need to be sort of in control of these things. Into the heel, also hamstring stretch, so into the heel and relax down over to wherever you feel comfortable with, creating that lovely stretch. You can pull that right bottom cheek away, creating that deeper stretch, showing your body what you're wanting to stretch. I actually quite like pushing my toes down as well. That feels great, going into a lovely stretch into the foot, the top of the foot as well. Make sure you're drinking lots. So this time of year, obviously, we aren't fancying maybe water quite as much, which is okay, but you do still need to get that hydration in there. So having warm herbal drinks, I really like ginger root thrown into some hot water as well. Not only is it a great anti-inflammatory, it tastes nice. Tilt that pelvis under, caffeine free as well. I have a couple of coffees in the morning and then just water and herbal tea. Tilt and push forward. And into the heel. Pull that bottom away. Who's recording their workouts? Who's loving a tick sheet? Who's done their measurements? Give me. Oh, actually, I am putting out that poll today. So I will ask you all these questions. You can just tick them off there really quickly. Nice. And then we'll just finish with child pose with knees open, just to release off anything tight there. But again, get used to doing these throughout the day. Certainly, sort of, if you sat down in the evening watching telly, just get your mat out and do a few stretches. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just those areas that could do with a regular stretch off. And relax it down if you can. Wonderful. Thanks, ladies. Can't wait to hear your feedback. Hope you enjoyed it. Well done for completing 3 workouts already. That's absolutely fab. I will see you tomorrow. So we're working our upper back tomorrow. Biceps, working our back is brilliant for supporting our spine, neck, head, but also looks great. So I hope you'll enjoy it. We do use, I'll just show you what I use, but if you don't have one, that's fine. You can grab a towel, it kind of works, or your dumbbells, and I can show you variations. But I do use a cable. You don't need the clip or hands on the end, and I just use that for stretching. So quite a lot of you might just have those stretchy bands, they're flat ones instead, so that works brilliantly too. But like I said, dumbbell, cable, anything like that will, or a towel rolled up will be absolutely brilliant. Okay, See you then. Take care.